Hi, and welcome to Gay America, Real Talk. Today's episode, I want to explain what we're going to be about and what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about everyday life situations. We're going to talk about topics that people don't want to hear about, want to talk about. But they can sit there and complain on Facebook or other social media sites saying this, and that. Let's take a stand and let's do something. I have no education to be sitting here talking all legal and all that stuff. But why am I talking about this? Life experiences, what I've gone through to get to where I am now. Every day we struggle in life. Whether you're straight, bi, gay, lesbian, transgender, we all have the same struggles. And this is something we're going to address on this show. We will be airing a few times a week for 10 to 20 minutes each time. Eventually, I will be interviewing people with their everyday struggles and what they think that we need to fix this country and in the gay communities. You know, it makes me so mad that when I turn on a news station or a talk show or whatever, they're interviewing celebrities. What movie are you doing? Where are you going on vacation? Or let's talk about what's happening in a different country. Okay, first let me say, it's sorry and sad what a lot of people go through in different countries. But let's focus on America. Don't we live in America? Let's fix the problems we got here before we can fix another country. We have so many homeless here. I never saw a homeless person until I moved to San Antonio. I never saw someone eat out of a trash can, sleep on the streets until I moved here. These are everyday real life problems. What's our politicians doing to fix these matters? Education has dropped. Either people can't afford it, or they just need to get out and work because they can't be holding down school and a job. They have to pay their bills. We used to be a very rich country. Now we're very poor. Why? Let's hand money over to everybody else. Let's don't deal with the issues that we have in our own backyard, which to me is very important. You know, how can you fix something if we're broken? For good many years, I have been broken. I come from a very bad childhood. I have suffered and I've struggled even as an adult. And this is why I feel that this is important to talk about. I struggle being a gay man. You know, when I was younger and I first came out, the first thing everybody wants to do is put you on all kinds of medications. They want to give you shock treatments. Times have changed. But when I was 12, I came out. People didn't want to hear it. I'm from a town of 750 people. My family is all macho, manly. Then there was me. All my jewelries, wearing pink. But it didn't bother me. Because I am who I am. As RuPaul would say, how in the hell are you going to love somebody else if you don't love yourself? And that is so true. I can't tell you I still love myself, but I fight and I struggle to accept who I am. It makes me so mad that when I hear politicians or my family or straight people say, we chose this. No, we didn't. Did you choose to be straight? And I know people will say, yes, of course I did, because I have a brother that says it. No, he didn't. When he was born straight. I was born gay. I come from a huge family with step, half, and real brothers and sisters. Out of all of us, I'm the only one that's gay. Or as my family would say, I'm the only one that's different. I'm proud to be different. Can you really imagine what it would be like if tomorrow morning we woke up? There was no transgenders, lesbians, gays, bisexuals. We were all straight. Be pretty damn boring if you ask me. America makes up so many different kinds of people, different races, different sexes. I can't even imagine being straight. But to get back to my story briefly, I did fake to be straight for 26 years later. I married women. I adopted children. It was the biggest mistake I ever made in my life. Because I became a drunk. I couldn't hold down a job. I'd done what society and what my family wanted, which was be straight. You're going to be in the mental hospital so many times for trying suicide because you're unhappy who you are. I don't even think about suicide no more. I can walk inside of a bar, or I can even walk by a bar and not stop in and drink anymore. When I was faking who I was, I couldn't even begin to live in a neighborhood. I live very close to the gay neighborhood. All the gay clubs are here. But I choose to still have my life. You know, I read on Facebook the other day, this young man wrote, I can't be happy, but I can be gay. I'm sorry, I disagree. To me, you can be gay and happy. I'm very happy. It took me many, many years to say that I'm happy for once. But I truly am. I can't tell you my family's all on board and we all speak still. I used to say when we were kids that my family, we would be so tight. We would be inseparable. I talk to my sister every day. I don't really talk to my brothers. I talk to one, maybe once a week or every other week. But I feel like he can accept who I am. So I can't surround myself around negative people. So he has his life with his family. I have my life. I know he's my brother. I know that I love him. But in our family, you can't walk up and tell another man you love him. Because my grandpa used to say he had so many grandkids that when the boys reached a certain age, and if I remember correctly, it was like 12, yet you couldn't kiss him no more. You had to shake his hand. Because if we kissed him, we might be gay. That's my upbringing. So I couldn't come out gay. I do have an uncle that is gay. He has passed away. My only gay role model. I don't have that no more. Every day I fight just to be me. You know, I go to SAC, the community college here in San Antonio. And I had this young man from a different country come to me in the classroom and say, can't you stop being so gay? Why do you got to act so gay? I didn't even realize or know that I was. Because me wearing pink and all of my jewelry, my pride jewelry, and having my flag showing, it's me. I don't get up every morning and say, oh, let me see how gay I can dress today. No. I get up just like the straight people do, and I put on what makes me look good for the day, or how good I feel in what I wear. This show will also be about American issues, like I said. Our job rates are down because we have certain people that will take their companies to a different country because it's tax-free, cheaper labor. To me, you're not American. Get the hell out. You want your business in a different country? Go. Why should you live here, be rich, and do a damn thing for it? Really? No taxes? Cheaper labor? Look out your back door. Go downtown and see all the homeless living on the streets that could use that freaking job that you have in a different damn country. It's not right. You know, another thing I want to address today is in the gay community, we sit there and we complain about how the straights don't like us, how they call us names and put us down. It's very sad. Yes, it is. But do you know who's stricter on us than anybody? Is the gays themselves. If you don't look a certain way, they can't be your friend. Lord knows you ain't going to date them because you're just too damn ugly or overweight. Yes, I know that happens in the straight community because I have a lot of female people that I know that tell me they do the same. I haven't dated in 4 years. I really don't have a serious true friend that I can call my friend and call them and talk to. I find that sad because I'm told either I'm overweight or I don't look the model way. It's hard. I go to work, I go to school, I come home to myself, I'm alone. I'm sorry, it depresses me that we can sit there and complain about how the streets don't accept us, but then the gays don't accept us for who we really truly are. I went to Gay Pride and you saw the sections here and there, like the models here, the nerds there, the emos, the twinks, the lesbians. It was pride, honeys. We should have been interacting with each other to show our pride. I had a lot of friends that didn't show up that day, or people that I know. Like I said, I don't really have true friends. But the people I know that are gay and didn't go, their excuse was, I'm gay. Isn't that enough? No, do you really know why we have gay pride? Because we can. Because for the first time in history, we're being accepted. Most states now we can get married. Texas, we can. I'm going to address on that in just a little bit, but in the further shows we will really tackle this. We have stupid politicians here. We really do. To say that we chose this, and now they're trying to pass a law that we have to go through some kind of counseling because we have a mental disease. I don't have the mental disease, buddy. You do. For you to sit there and say that I have a mental issue, I think you're the one with the mental issue. And doesn't the Bible say don't judge somebody? You're judging me. You're judging the gay community. Shame on you. You say we're going to burn in hell for being gay. You're going to burn in hell just as well. I'll be right beside you. Because you condemn us. You criticize us. I was asked before I put this show on, aren't you afraid of the repercussions, what might happen to you? I thought about it. Because since I've lived in my home here, I've woke up to a man robbing me, threatening to kill me, all because I was gay. I called the cops. The cops came out. They act like they didn't even want to be here. His fingerprints were all over the door. He looked at me and says, we're not going to take fingerprints. We'll just take down what was stolen. If we find it, we'll call you. They didn't. Do you know what it's like to wake up to a man in your house that's not supposed to be here? A month prior to that, I was walking in my neighborhood. Someone came along and stole my phone. I called the cops again, and the response from the cop was, you're an easy target. Why am I an easy target, I asked. He says, because you're gay, and these manly pushovers that just don't work for a living, that go around and prey on people's lives, think that you're an easy target. We can attack you. We can hurt you, rob you, beat you. Because that was one of the things the cop said to me. Be thankful he didn't rape you. Be thankful he didn't beat you up. Well, thank you for not doing your job. You know, if that would have been me, my heart would have went out to that person because it was terrifying to wake up and see someone standing in my room when I'm sound asleep with my laptop, my iPod in his hand. And I asked him what he's doing. He said, shut the F up or I'll kill you. And runs out the door. My neighbor came out with his handgun and was trying to protect me. Thank goodness for him because I was sparing my life. For a week after that, I didn't leave my apartment. because the guy knows who I am. He threatened me. But shame on you and shame on me. 1, shame on you for doing this to me. 2, shame on me for falling for your freaking BS and living in fear. This is 2014. I shouldn't have to fear nobody. No one should have to fear anybody. Our crime rates are up because the cops, there's not enough of them. And the ones that do get called out, they just don't give a damn about us. That's sad to me. When I was at Gay Pride, I interviewed a couple cops because I wanted them to come on my show eventually. And I said, why is there so many cops here? He says, in your opinion, what's too many? I said, more than 2. I felt like we were in a cage. Gay Pride locked us in a freaking cage because it was all fenced in. Great, it was for our own protection. And they were there to raise money. I respected that and understood that. And the cop's remark to me was, as he walked away, is, I am forced to be here by the sheriff. I'm told I have to be here. I really believe if something would have happened, would he have really cared? Sad, but probably not. Because remember, he's just doing his job. I read on Facebook and newspapers, and I've heard on the news that men and women are still getting beat up on trains, downtown, walking out their house, they're being tormented. Why? Because we're gay? When you see me, you shouldn't say, oh my God, he's got pink and all that jewelry on. He must be gay. You shouldn't judge nobody. I don't walk into one of my classrooms, which one of my classrooms starts tomorrow, and I'm going to be in a classroom with a bunch of people I don't know, and most likely are younger than me. I'm always insecure about that because I'm so old trying to go back to college. But I'll have everybody looking at me because I'll have all my jewelry on, all my colors on. I even had one professor tell me that maybe I should dress down when I come to her classes. Do you know what I did? I dressed up. Hell yeah, I did. I wore more pink in, more purple, more jewelry. No one has the right to tell me how to dress or act. And if you think you do, have another thing coming for you. Hell with you. This is 2014. So many of us are gay, bi, transgender. There are so many people that are confused out there that just doesn't even know if they're straight or gay. I disagree with that. I think truly they know who they are. They're scared. I've had a lot of the younger generation say to me, I want to come out gay. I'm tired of living DL. DL means down low. Then come out, I said. They said, but I'm not strong enough. I read on Facebook, clothes are for closets, not for humans. I agree with that. We shouldn't have to be in a closet. But at the same time, my advice to you today is, don't come out until you're strong enough. It took me until I was 38 to finally stand up and say, I'm gay. Accept me. Or don't. I left my town in Illinois that I've lived at for almost all my life. Got on the Greyhound bus and came to San Antonio. Knew one person. He was an older gay gentleman that we had been friends with on Facebook and invited me here. I couldn't handle it here when I got here, so I ran home. But nothing changed. My family still can accept me. I still live in a town of 750 people where everyone's really over 60 years of age. And they can't understand why I can be gay. I have now realized people judge us is because they don't understand. It's easy to judge something that you don't understand. But take the time to know someone. A few other things I want to stress on today that's very important to me is there are so many organizations in the United States that needs help, volunteers, donations. I don't care if you just have an hour a week to spare. Call these places. Today, I want to stress to you about an organization right here in San Antonio. It's called Rainbow Hope. They are doing wonderful things here, but they need volunteers. They need donations. I don't care if you go down to be a big brother, big sister. Them kids need a big brother, big sister. Go volunteer at the Humane Society. These cats and dogs, just like humans, did not ask to be born. They need your help. Something else I want to stress on today that I find very important, and I will end my show every week on this topic, and that is know your status. This is Beat the AIDS. We're a local foundation here in San Antonio that will give you an AIDS test. I don't care if you're gay, bi, straight. You still need to know your status. I said this last night to a female friend of mine, and she says, "What does status mean?" You need to know if you've got HIV or if you don't. Because everyone has a past. Again, I don't care if you're straight. You still have a past. Maybe you were drunk one night and took the wrong person home. It's not fair to bring a disease home, any kind of venereal disease, any kind of sexual disease home to your wife, your partner, because you couldn't keep it in your pants that night. So I suggest that you find a local place in your town, in your community, that will give you an AIDS test. I know all of them here in San Antonio are free, and some of them, matter of minutes, you will know. I don't sleep around. I've not been with nobody in 4 years. But it's always nice to know that I have a card to pack and show everybody that says I'm negative as of this date. So tomorrow, because today is Sunday, tomorrow when you get up, start calling around. Maybe volunteer somewhere. I don't care if you have $5. You want to spare it, call one of these organizations. I'm a huge advocate for education now. Volunteer at the schools. I know the Empowerment Center on campus, they're always looking for donations because what they do is they give back to the GED recipients. I got my GED for the first time in November because of this place. I got a $500 scholarship from them. They need donations. But again, it could be a big brother, big sister. It could be go help someone paint a building. Fix up your community. Take pride in it. Go out and plant some pretty flowers. Let's get the homeless off the streets. Let's take care of our own before we go across the seas and take care of a different damn country. Again, I'm sure a lot of people that's watching this is either clicked off or very upset about the fact that I keep stressing, let's take care of us first. But if you're a true American, you would want this. You know, I come from a town of 750 people, like I said. They do nothing for a change. They had the same mayor for 30 years. He was a lazy man. Didn't care about the community. Finally got a female in there. I hear she's planting flowers in town and all this. That's a start. Go out your door, plant flowers in your yard. I don't even care if you're renting your place. Flowers always brightens everyone's day in life. We need America fixed. I really can't stress that enough. I'm proud to be American. I'm proud to be gay. I'm proud to be alive. You know, I've been a nurse's aide for 25 years. And it breaks my heart when someone drops off their loved one there and never come back. You want to volunteer? Go to a nursing home. Help feed. Read to these people. Do activities. Just sit there, be one-on-one and talk to them. Do you realize how much of an impact you will have on their life and your life? But again, I stress, you can't help anyone else if you can't help yourself. Love yourself. Start to love yourself. You will grow as a person. And then you can fix what's around you. It starts with one person. Now, down the road in our shows, we're going to walk around San Antonio. There are so many beautiful sights here, so many wonderful sights. But I can walk out my door and see something that's not pretty. And that's a homeless man digging through my trash, trying to find something to eat or something that he can go sell. That's sad. At Christmas, I was all alone. There's a local lady that lives on the streets here. My heart always goes out to her. So since I was alone, that evening it was pretty cold for San Antonio. I took out a blanket, coffee, and soup and gave it to her. She cried and she said, "Thank you." I said, "Merry Christmas." She didn't even know it was Christmas. She looked at me and she said, "I can't give you nothing back. Everything I own is right here in these bags." I said, "Honey, I don't want nothing. Knowing that I can give this to you makes my day. I strive to help everybody. I do know a lady here in town that I actually at one time I considered my best friend in the whole world. She says, stop helping everybody. Because if I know you have trouble, I'll take food to you. I'll take money. Then come to my house. She says, you're suffering. Do you know what? I feel damn good about myself. Because I am able to help someone else. Not everyone's going to love us. Not everyone's going to accept you. You're going to lose family. You're going to lose friends. Been there, done it, still do. You know, when I went to my GED class in November, my heart went out to so many of these single mothers in there. I started handing money out, started doing what I could to help them. They stabbed me in the back. Said, I'll pay you back. They didn't. I trust too many people. I keep getting told that's what's going to be the death of me. It's my heart. But that's okay. Because I know I'm making a difference in someone's life whether they want to admit it or not. I don't want someone to applaud me and say, oh my God, JC done something good today. No. Because it should be part of everyone's everyday life. We need jobs. We need more food in America. We need more money. Let's start with our politicians. We hire them. Why the hell can't we fire them? If they ain't doing what they said they were going to do, what needs to be done in this country. Let's go bomb a country. Let's go rebuild it. We have the money sitting around. Really? Apparently, you're not working for us. You know, again, I take nothing away from President Obama. I think the man's had a lot of piss poor presidents before us. So he's had to do a lot of cleanup. And I'm sorry that he's had to go through all this. But in his own way, he has touched so many people's freaking hearts. I think he's a wonderful president. I read on Facebook the other day, it says, mark like if you think President Obama is the worst president in history. Really? We had a president that performed oral sex in his office. We had 2 dipshit presidents from right here in Texas. What'd they do for us? Reagan, another good one. But I'm not going to be sitting here and debate who I think is a good politician, who's not. My point of this whole conversation is, we elect you, we should be able to fire you. We need to take a stand as America. Walk out your door tomorrow morning. Say something positive to the person standing beside you. If you're in a crowded elevator and you're getting all cranky because, oh, and I've been there, believe me, that you got this one person on there that just stinks, or one person that's just talking too much and just shut their mouth, say something positive. You know, I'm now starting to say, I hope everyone has a fabulous day in here. whether they look at me like I'm stupid, or whether they say something back to me. At least they acknowledged me. You can stare at me. I'm still going to be positive. I have a sick sense of humor, they tell me. But I mean well. The whole point of this show is I want to show that, yes, I'm different, but I'm just like you. I own a business. I'm an ordained minister. I go to school. I pay my bills just like everyone else does. There shouldn't be this person or that person against each other, because we're all made by one person. That's God. So for you to sit there and judge me, think about this. God made me. God made me who I am. Like it or don't. But I'm not going to go nowhere. I'm proud of this show. I'm very new, so if the camera's kind of off or the voice is too high or too low, I apologize. But I will get better as time goes. It was just something that I needed to do. This is something I need to get out there. You know, I read on Facebook today by Jujubee, a wonderful, famous, talented drag queen as far as I'm concerned. She said something about an ugly person. It wasn't negative, it was very positive. Someone wrote on there and says, is this what kind of conversation Facebook has come to? Something so silly? It's not silly. I'm told I'm too ugly to have a gay friend. Since I've been in Texas, I've lost 120 pounds. I do everything to improve my life. It used to be because I wanted a man, I wanted friends, I wanted people to love me and like me for who I am. It's not the case no more. I improve inside and outside for myself. Because again, as RuPaul says, how in the hell are you going to love somebody else if you don't love yourself? And she's right. You know, my best way to tell you is if you don't understand a gay, transgender, bisexual, cross-dresser, a drag queen, get to know them. You will actually find out that you actually have a lot in common with us. 1, we're all made by God. 2, we're all Americans. So far, what's different between me and you? Who I sleep with? Who I date? Why is that an issue? Think about all this. I will be back on tomorrow. This will be a weekly show, like I said. We'll be on probably 3 or 4 times a week. Oh, okay, I hate odd numbers, so we'll say 2 or 4. It's time to educate straights and gays. It's not right. It's not fair for you to judge me or anybody. I have a lot of smart asses in my life. I can be one right back. But why do we have to be? Love yourself. I don't care if you're 800 pounds or you're 80 pounds. I don't care if you're a model. You're the most ugliest person in the world. I'm here to tell you, you're fabulous. You're gorgeous. Why? You have a heart of gold. Use it. Let it shine. And everybody will see it. People will want to be around you. Don't forget, though, when you walk out your door today or tomorrow, say something positive to the person across from you, next to you, wherever. Get on Facebook, Twitter, whatever it may be. I'm up to date on all this stuff. I'm learning. Write something positive. When I get off of here, look for my post. My name is J.C. Crowe. I'm going to write something positive. It starts with one person. I hope after I write this, maybe somebody else will write this on their wall. Let's get this going around. There are millions and billions of people that get on these social medias every day. Text somebody. No one hardly calls no more. I know this. I'd actually prefer you to text me than call me, but call someone. Walk out your door and scream it. I'm proud to be an American. I'm proud to be gay. I'm proud to be bisexual. I'm proud to be straight. I'm proud to be transgender. I'm proud to be a drag queen. Say it enough. People will believe you. And even if they don't, I guarantee you, you will believe it in here. If there's a topic that maybe we should discuss and you want to hear about, please message us. Again, I'm on Facebook. Leave me a message here on this site. It's something that we need to talk about. So let's talk about it. Because if it's important to you, I bet it's important to a lot of other people, including myself. I've went over my time. I was only going to make this 15, 20 minutes, but I'm a typical gay man. When I start talking, I talk, and I don't know when to shut up. So I'm going to leave you on this today. Know your status. I read on Facebook the other day that someone wrote, only gays get it. Really? How stupid are you? How stupid do you think I am? I went to an action retreat right here in San Antonio. The best experience I've ever had in space since I've been in San Antonio. There were more straights there that had it. Of blood transfusions, their husbands cheating, whatever it is. They got it. Know your status. Volunteer somewhere. Donate your time. If you can't afford money, time is better than money, honestly. Check out a local school. There are grants. There are scholarships. Get an education. I don't care if you take one class at a time. Education is very important. So these are the topics that we will address every time I'm on. Gay, bisexual, transgender, drag queen. American issues, jobs, homeless, kids need adoptions, crime rates, lack of money. I thank you for listening. I love each and every one of you. Remember, love here, then you can love everywhere else. One last thing. It was important for me to have this flag up today because it says, "Don't trend on me." And the importance of this flag being up for me today, I brought a gay pride last Saturday here in San Antonio. I hung it on my balcony. I was so proud. I had a knock on my door. It said, "Can you take down your flag?" I said, "No." It says, "Is there a disturbance in the neighborhood?" Really? I didn't hear a gunshot. I didn't hear a car wreck. I didn't hear nothing. Disturbance? Maybe people looked at it. To me, that was a positive thing. They're looking at it like, wow, a gay man does look there. He's proud to be who he is. Maybe that's not what they were thinking. But I like to think that's what they were thinking. The next day, I got up. My pole was stolen for the flag. It was rolled up on the balcony, thrown down. There was a note saying, "Do not hang again." So I hung it in here today because it's representing the show, Gay America, Real Talk. But I guarantee you, within the next few days, it will be back outside hanging. I had a friend tell me, "You don't always have to dress so gay. Dress down." What's down? Honey, wearing a khaki pants, I'm so sorry, a flannel shirt. Nah, that's not me. Wear what you want to make you feel special, to make you feel good in here. And it will work. Because every day I put my pink on, all my jewelries, I put the biggest smile on my face. I'm proud to show my flag. I'm also proud to be an American. Again, thank you for listening. We will be back on tomorrow night. I haven't picked the certain days that we'll be doing this on, but I know we'll be back sometime tomorrow evening. Because there's so much to be said. Whether anyone hears my video, I feel damn good for producing this, directing it, whatever. It's me getting this off my chest. It's me educating you. It's me helping you understand people like me. Remember, know your status. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm getting tongue-tied. I love you. Have a fabulous day. Thank you for your time.